Moscow. And yeah, I just wanted to just get some more things off my chest and just really rip for a second. I was like, if people think my old shit is a joke, if people thought the first three songs weren't serious, I'm gonna prove something to their ass today, and I'm just gonna rip through this. And I'm not gonna lie, it's one of my most viewed songs on YouTube. That's why I posted it on YouTube and on SoundCloud, because I wasn't through a publisher at the time, and not only that, but didn't even feel confident enough to post my music on other platforms and go through that because, like I said, I was working with nothing. But I put it out, and it's just such a dope ass song. I listen to it still to this day. So that's kind of like a little backstory as far as like me being 6 and the music I had out last year. And as the year rolled over, I was kind of still just doing the same thing, like trying to work with a beat, trying to work with a beat. And the moment it sounded somewhat decent to ear, I hopped on it and was like, okay, I wanted this out. And I did that about 3 or 4 times this year as well before I finally was like, look, I need a project. So, what happened? I think the first song I came out with this year was maybe the song called Change. And I was kind of stuck in this weird space in the beginning of the year when I didn't really know where I was at anymore. I felt really lost. And, but I still felt like I was growing in a way. So I came out with that. And it was kind of like, I'm still trying to change. I feel the rainstorm. I'm still trying to change. I'm feeling transformed. Because, every day I want to improve myself, and every day I want to become better and better and better and better. So that was kind of like me being stuck in this place, and I was like, I'm trying to improve, but I don't know exactly how. And that's what that song was about. I came out with a Valentine's Day song called My Heart, and I remastered that and put that on Cloud 6. It's the opening song. I had to put that out there. And My Heart was just a little Valentine's Day song. It was very emotional. It put me in a lot of mindset of like Nicki Minaj, who's a huge inspiration for me, of like Save Me. I wanted a classic hit that, or at least with the beat, that really captured your heart. Like when it comes in and you hear the that melody of like the keys, and I'm just like, wow, this is so like dreamy. I wanted to really put people in that mindset of like, this is a deep emotion. I wanted to get emotional for a second and let people know kind of like the struggle I was going through at the time. But I'm going to go get into that more when I talk about the actual song. So, yeah. I came up with that, and then I came out with a birthday track in March. So it was all back to back. I went from, it was either in the beginning of February. No, end of January, February with the Valentine's Day track, and then March I hit it with a birthday track titled 6. And I just wanted to come through and just talk about me just being that artist, because I felt like, I don't know, maybe the name wasn't sticking, or people still wasn't maybe taking me serious as an artist. I was like, I just want to make a track called 6 and just focusing around me and my growth and this one day, this one moment in time when I'm preparing to flip the script. Tongue got tied there. Flip the script and become 24 and enter this new age and this new era. And I'm not gonna lie, the song was rushed, but looking back, it's parts of that song that are just so dope. Sometimes I'd be like, damn, okay, my bitch was really writing, my bitch was really in her bag at the moment, telling about myself in third person. And I don't know, I fell in love with it, but I just knew I wanted something more, because I started working on another song. I started working on My Heart Open, which is on the project Cloud 6 as well. And by that time, I was thinking to myself, damn, this is kind of like a part 2 to My Heart. Like, my heart was kind of like the part of me that was broken, that my final goodbye to like this state of me that felt I couldn't escape because of past heartbreak and things like that. And My Heart Open was like me finding love again, reopening myself, although it may have been still a toxic situation. Like, I wanted to take that leap of faith again. And I was like, damn, now at this point I feel like I'm telling a story, and I was like, perhaps maybe I can start putting together my first project. But I wasn't sure, so I just sat on the song. Like, I wrote the song, but I didn't think it was quite finished yet, so I just sat on it until I can, continue to polish my skills and make it sound better. And as I was sitting on it and was doing that and working on it and working on it and working on it, I didn't want to release anything else until it started to just sound a lot better because I got so tired of all my shit sounding so cringy. But like I said, I was working what I had. I didn't have no help, and didn't really have a lot of avenues that I thought I could possibly reach out, regardless of my large following. I just felt like I could reach out to them, and I really wanted to constantly prove to myself that I could really do this as an artist. So I wanted to do everything by myself, kept pushing myself with the beats, and kept learning and figure out different things I can do when it came to making the beats and writing and lining up my bars and working on my bars and pushing my pen to have more punchlines, because I feel like when you're more of a lyrical artist and you have a message, you're not really paying attention to bars. They're there, but the kind of things you really have to think about. So I wanted to make them a little bit more forward, to make my stuff a little bit more, I guess you can say, radio ready and grab a different eye. So I started working on some more stuff, and I came up with Thinking. I originally was thinking about doing a long song, like one long song, and just morphing the beat maybe several times throughout the song, and it would be like two halves of the song pushed together. Which have been done before, of course, but I wanted to, do my own thing with it, just make something really different, kind of very Tanashi esque, because she's known for, having a song and then just completely flipping script on the beat to the point it's like, damn, this could have been a whole different song. Even Travis Scott did that once when, it just switched, and it's like, damn, this is a whole nother song he could have split this in two. And I wanted to do something like that, but they started to morph and take on a life of its own. And by the time I finished working on one half of it, I was like, damn, this is a whole song by itself. Like this, I jam-packed it so much with everything I wanted it to be. I was like, okay, these are not two completely separate entities. And that's how they became Thinking Part 1 and Thinking Part 2. And the reason why I became Thinking was because, like I said, I kept trying to push the idea of I want people to come into my headspace. I want people to know where I'm at mentally and really bear myself in this music. So that's how I came up with Thinking. And both of them, I don't know, kind of have this. Thinking Part 1 is a little bit more on an emotional, like subconscious side. And as it rolls over, it starts to get a little bit more like aggressive and a little bit more in your face and because that's how I be too sometimes too. Like sometimes I'm calm and I'm rational and I think things through and I'm in a very emotional place, and then sometimes I'm like, fuck bitches for not recognizing I'm the best. I'm working so hard, and and I want to get angry. So that was kind of like the idea that was pushing with that, and it came out so well. I was like, damn, these are dope. I have two pieces here on top of the other track that I put to the side, and then which was My Heart Open, and then At My Heart. And I was like, okay, well now I got 4 songs. So at this point, if I get a few more, I might go ahead and do an EP. So, like I said, originally I was thinking about possibly doing Cloud 9. So I was thinking maybe I might have 9 tracks on the EP. And I wasn't even sure about putting My Heart on it at first because it was already released, and I didn't want nothing to go south with the fact that I already had it released on YouTube. Not only that, but like I said, I didn't want anything like too old or too cringy, so I wanted new stuff. So funny story, I actually had this one song. It's really, really dope. I might still put it out. I don't know. Who knows if I can possibly get in the studio and record it and make it sound really, really dope for you guys. I will, of course, put it out, go through the trouble of doing so. But long before, and this isn't a coincidence, I want to say this right now, long before Megan Thee Stallion came out with, I think it's titled Girls in the Hood or whatever. I can't really think of it right now, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, Girls in the Hood, I believe. I came out with a song called Her Girl Megan. And I came out with a song called Her Girl Megan. And it was basically, I was thinking about, I wanted to do something a little bit more like that type of vibe, like a Megan vibe. Just kind of like rip on a track with like a freestyle kind of a flow. But like on a topic, because I was thinking about how I'm from the hood. Like a lot of people don't know from my demeanor, especially when I'm in my bag and I'm acting like a little boozy bitch. But I am from the hood, bitch. I can get real ratchet on her. And I was like, damn, I am not like a regular rapper. I mean, for starters, I'm gay. I get a lot of inspiration from female artists, and I'm such a pop kid. I love pop so much, and that inspires me so much. A lot of times when I'm writing, I will write it as like a song, and then I would go back and like come up with these flows and spit it that way. But yeah, I knew I did such alternative rap, so I was like, I not sure if like other rappers or like people in the hood or the streets will accept me. So the song was kind of like, I don't even know if my message make it to the hood, if it ever could. Will my music make it in the hood? Try to keep me down, but I'm good, bitch. I'm making good. You don't even get it, bitch. I'm good. I bet Megan would. And it was kind of just like, I don't know what I'm saying will relate to people in the hood. I don't know if people will really identify with my story and connect with it and will fuck with my music. Um, and because of that, people might, try to speak ill of me and keep me down. But I was like, they try to keep me down, but I'm good. I'm confident within myself. And I was like, I'm good. Like, I'm making good, of course. A hint to that. And you don't even get it. I bet Megan would, as in Megan the Stallion. Because, people always coming for that bitch. But she's just authentically herself. Like, she don't really care about, the bullshit and the drama. And I was like, that's how I want from my platform. To just be myself. And I felt like I was able to do that through my music. So I was thinking about putting that out. But I don't know. It didn't really play to the story that I wanted. Exactly. It did play to the story of like what I was going through my mind at the time as far as like people accepting my music, but I just wasn't quite sure if it would be a good fit. And it's a real different song. I'm really gonna have to try my best to put that out there so you guys can hear it. But yeah, I want a different direction. And I just kept waiting and waiting and waiting. I set on some more music throughout spring actually. This was throughout spring when I wrote Thinking Part 1 and Thinking Part 2, and then I ended up maybe at the end of spring, end of summer actually. It's summer now. At summertime, I started really pushing down on my bars and like really honing in on my craft. And because I fucked with Thinking Part 2 so much, I was like, I bet you can advance your skills so much more. And then that's when I ended up coming up with Questions. And then not long after that, Let Me Be. And I was like, wow, this is it. Like, these are the two songs. I'm gonna keep working on these, and then this is gonna be the project. These 6 tracks. And through that, the conception and the birth of Cloud 6 came upon. So, yeah. So now I'm gonna get into each song. I'm gonna talk about My Heart. So, like I said, My Heart was a Valentine's Day song.